The Sallie House, a name that echoes through the annals of paranormal lore, sending shivers down the spine of even the most seasoned ghost hunters. Just the name sends chills down your spine. It's a place where fear is palpable, where the air itself seems to whisper secrets of the past. It sits there, quiet, unassuming, nestled in a sleepy suburban street. It looks like any other house. But looks can be deceiving. But don't let that fool you. The shadows that dance in its windows tell a different story, one of mystery and malevolence. This isn't just a house, it's a vessel, a conduit for energies and entities that defy explanation. A dark beacon drawing in the curious and the brave, or maybe the foolish. Those who dare to enter often find more than they bargained for. People whisper about what happens inside, cold spots, unexplained noises, objects moving on their own, doors that open and close by themselves, lights that flicker without reason, voices whispering from empty rooms, disembodied footsteps echoing through the halls. Some say it's the most haunted house in America, and they might be right. I've seen a lot of things that would make most people run for the light, but the Sallie House? It's different. There's something there, something dark, things that would make most people run for the light. But the Sallie House, it's different. There's something there, something dark, something that lingers in the shadows, watching, waiting, something hungry. This is a place where the veil between our world and the next wears thin, where the past and present collide in a dance of shadows and light. Are you ready to cross over? To step into a world where the unknown becomes known, and the shadows reveal their secrets? Welcome to the Sallie House. Enter if you dare. The house stands in Atchison, Kansas, a seemingly quiet town with a rich history, but this house is different. It has a story that chills the bones of even the bravest souls. Built in the late 1800s, seems innocent enough, right? But something happened there. Something that would forever change the lives of those who dared to call it home. Something that stained the land. A dark presence that seemed to seep into the very foundation of the house. The Finney family moved in around 1900. They were hopeful, looking forward to a new beginning. Little did they know they were stepping into a nightmare. They were the first to experience the horrors. Strange noises echoed through the halls at night. Glimpses of shadows darted just out of sight, a feeling of never being alone. The air was thick with an unexplainable tension, as if the house itself was watching. But it was their daughter, Sallie, who suffered the most. A young girl, tormented by unseen forces, her laughter turned to screams, her joy to fear. A young girl, tormented by unseen forces. Some say a botched medical procedure opened the door to the other side, letting in something malevolent. Others say the house itself was evil from the start, a cursed place that preyed on the innocent. Whatever the reason, the stage was set for decades of terror. The Finney family was just the beginning. Whatever the reason, the stage was set for decades of terror. The Finney family was just the beginning. Over the years, many families came and went, each leaving with their own tales of horror. And it wasn't just Sallie. The house seemed to have a life of its own, feeding off the fear of its inhabitants. Something else lurked in the shadows, something more sinister, a dark entity that thrived on the suffering of those within its walls. The house in Atchison, Kansas, remains a place of mystery and dread, a testament to the horrors that can dwell within. It started small, objects moving, lights flickering, but it escalated quickly. Full-bodied apparitions, voices calling out in the night. The house seemed to feed on the fear of its inhabitants. People reported being scratched, bitten, even pushed downstairs. Furniture overturned, fires ignited out of thin air. The activity centered around one particular room, the room where Sallie had once slept. Was it the spirit of the young girl, twisted by whatever darkness had taken root, or was something else at play, something far more evil? Some believe Sallie is still trapped in the house, a playful spirit, sometimes mischievous, sometimes angry. She interacts with visitors, moving toys, tugging on clothes. People leave gifts for her, hoping to appease her. But there are times when her demeanor changes, when the air grows cold and a wave of sadness washes over the house. It's in these moments that you see the truth in her eyes, the pain of a life cut short, the longing for a peace she may never find. Is Sallie a victim, or is she a pawn in a much darker game? A game played by forces beyond our understanding. Sallie isn't the only presence in the house. There's another entity, darker, more menacing. He lurks in the shadows, watching, waiting. Some call him the man in the attic, others refuse to speak his name. He is said to be responsible for the most violent attacks. The scratches, the bites, the feeling of pure primal fear that grips you when he's near. He feeds on negativity, on anger, on pain. He is a reminder that not all spirits are benevolent, that sometimes the things that haunt us are best left undisturbed. The stories are endless. The Sallie House, a seemingly ordinary home in Atchison, Kansas, has become infamous for its paranormal activity. Over the years, it has been the epicenter of countless eerie tales and unexplained phenomena. A plumber working in the basement suddenly pinned against the wall by an unseen force. He described the sensation as if an invisible hand was pressing him with immense strength, leaving him utterly helpless and terrified. A fire erupting in the middle of the night with no logical explanation. The flames seemed to appear out of nowhere, consuming parts of the living room before mysteriously extinguishing themselves, leaving behind a charred reminder of the house's dark secrets. Visitors hearing their names whispered, as if from another realm. These whispers, often soft and chilling, seemed to come from the very walls of the house, sending shivers down the spines of those who hear them. One couple, Tony and Deborah Pickman, rented the house in the 1990s. They were initially drawn to its quaint charm, unaware of the horrors that awaited them within its walls. They endured months of torment. From the moment they moved in, they experienced a series of inexplicable events that escalated in intensity, leaving them both physically and emotionally drained. Objects flying across the room. Books, picture frames, and even heavy furniture would move on their own, often with violent force, as if thrown by an unseen entity. Threats whispered in the dark. These sinister murmurs would often come at night, filling the couple with a sense of dread and foreboding, making it impossible for them to find peace. Tony even claims to have been physically attacked, leaving him with unexplained burns and scratches. These injuries would appear suddenly, often in the presence of witnesses, adding to the terror of their ordeal. Their story is not unique. Many others have reported similar experiences, each adding to the legend of the Sallie House. Paranormal investigators, thrill seekers and skeptics alike have all been drawn to this mysterious location. Countless others have entered the Sallie House only to leave forever changed. Some leave with a newfound belief in the supernatural, while others are left questioning their own sanity. Some carry with them scars, both physical and emotional. These marks serve as a constant reminder of their brush with the unknown, a haunting souvenir from their time in the house. Others carry the weight of knowing that some things cannot be unseen. The memories of their experiences linger, a shadow that follows them long after they have left the house behind. Over the years, paranormal investigators have flocked to the Sallie House. They come armed with cameras, EMF readers, and EVP recorders, hoping to capture evidence of the unseen, and they are rarely disappointed. EVP recordings capture disembodied voices, whispering threats and pleas for help. Cameras pick up unexplained figures lurking in the shadows, and the air itself crackles with an energy that is impossible to deny. But despite the evidence, the true nature of the hauntings remains a mystery. Is it residual energy from a tragic past? Or is it something more sinister, something that defies explanation? The Sallie House is not for the faint of heart. It is a place of raw power where the veil between life and death is thin. Those who enter do so at their own risk. Some are drawn to the mystery, eager to experience the unknown. Others are seeking answers, hoping to connect with loved ones who have passed on. But the house doesn't discriminate. It affects everyone who steps inside its walls. The Sallie House leaves its mark on you. It gets under your skin, burrows into your bones, and once you've been touched by it, you're never quite the same. The Sallie House remains a mystery, a place where logic and reason collide with the unexplainable. It is a stark reminder that there are forces at work in this world that we do not understand and perhaps should not seek to understand. So, I ask you again, are you brave enough to face the darkness, to stand in the presence of the unknown? The Sallie House awaits. But be warned, once you enter, you may never truly escape.